Good morning, everybody. I hope you are excited. We are going to be playing a new game today. It's pretty new to me. I've got maybe an hour and a half or 2 hours into it, but it is called Hospitalize. This is a game about building and managing a hospital. It's very exciting. Space Encounters is here, ready to go. Heyo, hello, Space Encounters. Thanks for stopping by this morning. Should be an exciting one. Look at this. I've actually gotten into the habit of starting like a minute early. I don't know. I'm still not 100% sure what the proper etiquette is. Should I wait until the actual time? Probably not necessary. Anyways, when you start out a map here in Hospitalize, you tend to start with a blank empty map, and then you have to spend a bit of time building up your starting stuff. So I went ahead and did that offline just to make things a little more quick to get started. But I will kind of go over the basics here of what we've got going on. So the first thing, obviously you can see there's all these little pieces of furniture and whatnot. And I had to buy those and build the walls and doors and everything. You know how that stuff goes. But in this game, you have to actually designate what the use for each room is as well. So, hey, Pig of War, how's it going, buddy? Got an exciting new game today. First room here, and you can see it highlights it with the little warning stuff. This is our reception area, and it's also designated as a waiting room and a pharmacy. And so if we look up here, not quite sure why that, so the red thing is because I guess I hovered over. It really wants to try to make it into a laboratory, but I wouldn't worry about that. So waiting room requires, well, I guess what it does is, so like if I wanted to, hey Manny, good to see you. If I wanted to turn this into a laboratory, it would need a desk, an office chair, an examination bed, and a blood analyzer. I don't know why it wants to turn it into a laboratory, but it really seems fixated on that. But right now it's currently a waiting room, a pharmacy, and a reception area, because a reception area, see, it's not going to tell you what the requirements are. If we were to go to the hallway here, reception area requires a counter, and you can see that our reception area has a counter. That's that right there. A pharmacy requires a counter, equipment shelf, and medical locker. So we've got our equipment shelf and our medical locker. And then a waiting room requires chairs. And we've got chairs. They're actually lined up against the wall. You can't really see them. So that's why this room has 3 functions: waiting room, pharmacy, and reception area. This room here has 2 functions. It's an office and an exam room. And here we've got a laboratory. I don't know. Just wait, there's another word that I can never pronounce properly that'll be coming up here soon. You guys will have lots of fun listening to me say that. Anyway, so this has an exam bed, medical locker, office desk, chair, and a blood analyzer. So our nurse will be able to come in here and do blood work. Anyways, that is the basic doctor's office setup. We should be able to handle most of the patients coming through. And then we're going to get little missions to expand our office as time goes on. So the first thing we want to do is go ahead and hire a doctor. So we're going to go here to applicants. We're going to change this to doctors. And you can see doctors have different skills and different levels in those skills. This guy looks pretty good. He's got a 58 discipline. I think that means he's just going to be more effective overall. 52 social, that's got to be good, right? Doctor's got to be sociable. And 58 general practice. So he's pretty skilled in the general practice. I think this is on a scale of 1 to 100, but I'm not entirely sure. But I'm going to go ahead and hire Joshua here. Let's hire him. And then let's look at our nurses. So we've got 4 nurses available. I'm going to go ahead and hide this. We definitely need somebody who is here's the word I can't pronounce, laboratorian? Space Encounter says he loves the name Streaming General. Yep, it's the Streaming General Hospital. I thought I would not call it. I thought about calling it the Vanilla Hills Hospital, just because somebody was joking out about that yesterday, but I didn't. So we've got a laboratorian. We also need a pharmacist. I don't have anybody who can be both laboratorian and a pharmacist, so that's kind of a shame. So I'm going to go ahead and hire this one who's a pretty good pharmacist. Yeah. And we've got a 40 laboratorian, 38 nursing, 33 laboratorian, 40 nursing. Oh, she's cheap. I definitely feel like this one is probably the better hire. So we're going to go ahead and hire Mia. So we've got 2 nurses, we've got a doctor, and we've got the game on pause. Let's go ahead and open our hospital. Right now we can, our capacity is 2, so we can have up to 2 passengers and stuff. Oh yeah, one other thing. So on my test games, I would leave everything on normal. This is like the procedure policy. Basically, it means how long you're going to spend on each of the different procedures. Not sure why the cutoff there. I think it might be because I changed resolutions or something. Anyways, doctor consultation procedure, emergency consultation, and so on and so forth. I'm going to switch everything over to safe. Because I tried playing with everything in normal, and I got we had to do people's blood work like 5 times in a row, and obviously that's not good. I think with the safe one, we should be able to get get things done a little faster, or not faster, but we should be able to get things done right the first time, and have happier patients and people getting healthier. Many says he named his hospital Organ Harvesting Incorporated. Well, that sounds like RimWorld. Yeah, that's a different game altogether, Many. BS Andra My PC. Oh, and well, anyways, says, is this like Theme Hospital? How I missed that game so much. You know, I never played Theme Hospital. From what I understand, this is similar to Theme Hospital, but maybe a little more serious. I watched Catherine of Sky's stream, one episode of it, and she said that one of the big differences between Theme Hospital and this game is you can't just like assign the same procedures over and over and over to make more money, because patients will get upset if they have to go through the same procedures over and over again. So from what I understand, that's one difference. But we can look here and we can see that Lily Larson here has unusual fatigue. Oh, unusual fever, modest fatigue, notable dizziness, annoying diarrhea, notable dyspnea. I don't know what that is. Now, I'd like to see somebody come in who has not annoying diarrhea. I think annoying diarrhea is a little redundant there, game. But so the Dr. Ramirez has assigned her to get blood analysis. So you can see our nurse is coming in here, and our patient's going to follow, and she's going to get some blood analysis done. Let's take a look. Oh, scrolling. Let's take a look at our other patient here. Oh, nope. What we're taking a look at is his consultation information. So we can look and see the consultation as it goes along. Dr. Ramirez is talking to this guy, trying to figure out what's going on with him. And if we click on the patient, we can see he has unpleasant swelling and irritating shoulder pain. So he's going to try to figure out, he needs a physical examination. Well, fortunately, it's not going to take very long. He's just going to come right back in here and get in the bed, and the doctor's going to do a physical exam. Meanwhile, she's done her blood analysis. Blood analysis indicates motion sickness. Now, I want you guys to know that I played this game. So there's going to be the first episode of my Let's Play series of this game will come out basically as soon as this, well, it'll come out in an hour, so around when this stream ends. And I'm going to try to not make the same jokes I made in that one. So there's a joke. Somebody has motion sickness, and I say joke with a bunch of quotes around it, a quote-unquote joke, because I don't know how funny my jokes are. So we have these potential objectives here. We could send a doctor for 7 hours to a seminar in Munich, but I would have to hire another doctor first. But I am going to do that. Let's go ahead and hire another doctor, because we're going to expand pretty quickly here. Well, wait. Why are you showing me that? Because we're going to have some objectives that are going to pay us pretty well to expand. So let's go ahead and hire another doctor here. And he's going to gain some social and general practice skills, which doesn't really matter. This guy looks pretty good. His general practice numbers are a little low, but he's very disciplined. I'm going to go ahead and hire Dr. Stewart here. Space Encounter says if I'm human, then my jokes are better than his. I'd have to agree. Assuming that's a joke. So let's go ahead and hire this guy. And I bet you this other message is probably going to want to borrow one of my nurses. But let's close that down. So this is Dr. Ramirez. We don't want to send Dr. Ramirez to the hurricane area, Munich. But we will send Dr. Stewart. So there we go. Great. And does it say that I've assigned Dr. Stewart? I don't know, but I'm going to accept that mission anyways. And our next mission, I'm going to guess, requires a nurse, maybe? Can I spare another doctor? Boy, oh boy. Nope. I'm going to decline this one. I can't. I'm not going to hire another doctor to he says, get it. I'm Space Encounters, and I mentioned if you're human. Yep. I kind of figured it was something like that. I thought maybe you were saying more that you were a robot. But aliens, so you're, of course I should know, you're a talking brain with glasses, which sounds like a creepy alien. Alright, here we've got information from our board of directors, our first mission, so we need a reception area, an office, a doctor, a nurse, and a water closet. So a water closet, we can build that pretty quickly, just a little toilet. Maybe we'll stick that down in this corner here. We go to structure, white wall. Toilet doesn't need to be too big. 3 by 3 should be fine. There we go. And we're going to put a door there. And then we will let it run for a little bit. All right. There. Almost. All right, there we go. So, sanitation. We need a sink. Right there. You know, one of the things I really like about this game, you see the little guy, the little shadow guy standing next to this box here? That tells me where somebody needs to stand, and that tells me what area I need to keep clear. So I really like that it keeps it obvious where I need to keep a clear space for people to be able to use these things. That is such a good little trick. And I'm going to assume if it doesn't have one of those, then it doesn't matter where they stand. Nafal Imam Fauzan says hello, Nafal. By the way, am I pronouncing your name correctly? I feel like I am. I'm pretty sure I've asked that before. I try to ask that with people whose names I don't know how to pronounce. All right, so this guy's got a dislocated shoulder. Symptoms are getting worse. That does explain the irritating shoulder pain, though. That makes perfect sense. And did we make any progress? Wait a minute. Oh boy, there we go. Did we make any progress with this young lady? Let's try clicking on her. So she has motion sickness, and the prescription is painkillers. Again, I don't know how much faith I have in a doctor that assigns painkillers for motion sickness, but you know. All right, physiotherapy treatment by Dr. Ramirez. Okay, I guess we can do that here in the hospital or in our clinic. Yeah, it's nice to have loyal watchers. I appreciate that, especially for a new game like this. It's not like I'm playing something you're expecting to see. I think I'm going to have a new game tomorrow, too. Oh, now Fall says I'm not pronouncing his name too well, but since even his locals can't spell it right. All right, well, sorry, man. If you can tell me, like, you know, try to explain how to pronounce it. I know it's really hard to explain how to pronounce things, but like if there's something that it rhymes with or something like that, I always want to try to be respectful and pronounce, say people's names correctly and all that stuff. All right, well, he's getting some physiotherapy. How's our thingy coming along here? That's going to take a while. I don't really need to worry about it. But we can claim our reward here because, oh wait, I need to assign that water closet. Yeah, Space Encounters, you will be excited to see that the new game for tomorrow does have space stuff in it. So it's you'll be excited about that. Game Lifer says he was actually about to play RimWorld, but this game looks interesting. Going to watch it before deciding to get it off Steam or not. Oh well, I hope I can help you with your decision. I think it's pretty fun. It's early access, so we definitely want to keep that in mind. It's only been out for a couple of months, but I haven't run across any bugs yet. I've probably got 3 hours in it, so you know, keep that in mind too. But I like it. It's a business management, you know what I mean? I'd say, you know, if you like business management games, that's definitely the strength of this one. But it's actually pretty interesting as far as, now there's some annoying things like trying to click on somebody like that or whatever, but now what was I saying? Oh yeah, but you can like click on all these things and it gives you a nice little, it's got a little doctor's handbook, so it gives you information about all the different diagnoses and different therapies. I mean, it's, you know, some of it's fairly general information, but it tells you how much money you're going to make for all the different things. You can manually assign all the different treatments if you want, but I tend to let the people, you know what I mean? I tend to trust my doctors, just like in real life, except for I don't go see doctors. Game Lifer says he usually watches my RimWorld streams and videos. Well, thank you. They are pretty fun. What am I doing here? I need to claim this reward. Great, finish. We've got another reward. Now we get a whole bunch of rewards here pretty quickly. So I needed 1 exam room and 100 reputation. Well, I already have both, so I can just claim that right away. Now I need to build a staff room, which has a huge payout, but and it's very cheap. As a matter of fact, the staff room requires nothing more than 1 chair. I could make this my staff room if I want to, but I love my staff. I always appreciate the hard-working people who are making my games work better. So we're going to give them a decent-sized staff room here. So I'm going to expand this out like that. That should be good. And I'm going to put a door there. And yeah, so we're going to go ahead and build up on this. Yeah, you know, my favorite games are Tycoon games as well, guys. I mean, I know that might be hard. Excuse me. Might be hard to believe considering how much RimWorld I play, but I do love Tycoon games, and I hope you guys like watching them, because if you guys like watching them, then I will hopefully continue getting more of them and making them. RimWorld's kind of a Tycoon game, sort of. That might be a bit of a stretch. Whoops. Alright, well that's a little... So, I don't know. I mean, would you consider something like that a bug, where when you click on the delete button and it kind of deletes the, like, it's confusing on which square it's trying to delete? I don't really think that's a bug, but maybe you would. One thing that's maybe a bug, but is definitely a little frustrating, is that if you change a room, like I just pulled that wall out of this room, it didn't automatically make this, it like took it out of being a hallway. So now I have to reassign it as a hallway. So if I were to, say I were to expand this office by 1 square, it would need to be reassigned as an office. So that can be a little tricky to remember sometime. But if you can see, there's that slight danger zone thing on there. So that means a room isn't assigned. I guess I need to get the furniture in there first. Space Encounter says RimWorld is more of a strategy game. Yeah, I tend to agree. It's base builder strategy. It's like, it's hard to pigeonhole games anymore because they all have so many different different types of you know what I mean? They can all fit different categories. Alright, so there's a break room, although I didn't really set that break room up quite as, quite as well as I wanted to. I'm going to, we're going to, I don't know how, uh-oh, I confused these guys. I want to store that vending machine, thank you. Alright, so now I want to put the vending machine in, oh. I guess I didn't really make this room big enough to make that work, huh? Well, never mind. I'll put the vending machine there after all. And I'll put the coffee machine here. And then I can put 2 chairs in down here. 3 chairs in down there. Great. All right, that's good. Scaville says, "Hoy, hello, Scaville. Thank you for jumping in. I hope you'll have some fun watching." Now, I could have swore I assigned that room to be a hallway. Let's try that again. Okay, you're a hallway. Live with it. You are a staff room. Deal with it. Great. Still a hallway. Good. Alright, so you can see none of them have the little danger zone sign. That means they're all assigned properly. That means we should be able to collect our mail here. Finish. There's some free money. Seminar in Munich. So we made some money. This guy got his stuff. Great. We'll do that. Patients are getting impatient. Patients are getting restless. Give them a place to wait. Now, see, this is the one that this seems like a really bizarre mission, because I don't even know how I would have started my hospital without a waiting room. And it's going to pay me $12,000 to build a waiting room, which, you know, ka-ching. So there we go. So I'm already back up to more than our starting money, or maybe right at our starting money. Oh yeah, and here's another mission I've already completed. Pharmacy, $7,500. Boom, free money. Now they want me to build a general ward. Well, that one I'm not quite ready for yet. But what I do want to do, so look at that. Somehow they've upped my patient capacity to 5. I don't understand how that happens. Yeah, I don't like that. Nafal says, can't the hallway and waiting room tandem? Probably. I think you're right. Yeah, and it probably doesn't matter either. It's not like we have nice magazines and stuff for them to be reading in the lobby. And unfortunately, there's not really any nice magazines and stuff to put out there either. But we do have a calendar. Oh shit! I guess I'm going to put 3 calendars up. We do have some nice calendars we can put up. Some clocks maybe. And a board. Wow, lots of new people. Gareth Pierce, hello Gareth. Thank you for checking in. Scott says he found vanilla a few days ago. Well, thanks for checking it out. Manny says patient capacity went up because you have keep it max ticked. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind. Scaville missed the first 20 minutes. Yeah, not too much. Vanilla says, do I play without music or is it set super low due to streaming? That's a good point. In this case, it's set. Oh. Well, I don't know. I don't really hear it. I barely hear the ticking sounds. But, whoops. No. I don't want to. Oh my gosh. I want to go to options, sound. I'll go ahead and turn. Oh. Well, that's very loud. That seems better. But thank you for saying something. Yeah, I actually didn't mess with the sound mix. I'm glad you asked. Let me know how it sounds to you guys, whether the sound mix is good or not. Sorry about blasting the music there for a second. Very exciting music. Like I feel like we're like curing diseases and stuff here. Nowfall says they're going to stare the heck out of those calendars. Quality waiting room. Yeah. Oh, even more quality waiting room if I actually assign it. Waiting room. There we go. Great. Game Lifer says I don't have to set it too loud. I'm curious how the game's background music is like. Well, we just heard track 1. Oh, this one sounds a little more laid back. I haven't checked with the developer to make sure that the copyright stuff is okay for streaming. I'll definitely send them an email today after this. Like the streaming, I'm not so worried about. It's more for Let's Play videos where you start running into problems with copyright. You know, not that I'm horribly worried about losing out on the 80 cents or something that I might make over the lifetime of one of these videos, but you know what I'm saying. Space Encounter says the music sounds like a war is going on. Nafal says, yeah, it has an epic kind of feel. I agree. That's the music that should play like when we have an emergency room going. All right, we're going to get a second doctor's office here because we have a second doctor that's just standing there twiddling his thumbs. We got that one mission early on, and that was it. But doctor number 2 here will be good. Okay, I'm going to sell that wall. I'm going to sell that wall. There we go. And now I need to reassign our waiting room / hallway. Very good. Alright, now this room needs a medical cabinet. And it needs an examination bed. And, excuse me, a desk. I do kind of like this particular song that's playing in the background right now. It's very soothing. And a chair. There we go. Office number 2. Theme Hospital had this background announcement, like in hospital once in a while, like telling the doctors needed here and there. It really made you feel immersed. That's a good idea. That would be really cool. Get like you know, a couple dozen of those on a loop or something like that. Maybe make them kind of staticky and kind of hard to hear. Although I've been spending a lot of time in the hospital because you know my mom is recovering from a stroke, and mostly I hear like alarms going off, like beep 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 beep, stuff like that. People paging the nurses and stuff. I don't know if I would want to have that going on in a constant in a loop in the background. Every once in a while it wouldn't be so bad, but sometimes it gets really annoying. I'm sitting there in my mom's room, and those alarms are all going off. All right, that stuff is all good. Many says that Theme Hospital also had rats to shoot. Well, that's interesting. Space Encounter says I should drink something warm. It sounds like I'm getting a bit of a cold. I have allergies, but I am drinking coffee right now. So, I mean, like, not right now, but I will right now. Alright, just drank some. But I am drinking coffee, which is still pretty warm. Not quite as hot as it was, but, you know, I mean, that's what happens. Alright. Speed this up a little bit. So we've got, now I can expand my patient capacity. I'm actually going to expand it up to 4. So we can get one more patient in here. Now, it's hard to keep track of what all my patients are up to. Let's see, this guy here, he's running up quite the bill. $1,300 worth of treatment, and forwarded to another hospital to receive further treatment. Well, that's too bad. But he's got a gallstone, so I guess we would need surgery for that, probably. How about this fella? troublesome increased urination, unusual increased hunger, and notable stomach ache. Well, that doesn't sound very good. Sorry, buddy. And this guy, Greeny McTongues out. Patient symptoms getting worse. Noticeable stomach ache, unpleasant nausea. Blood analysis, physical examination. All right. Oh, he's got appendicitis. Yikes. Get him to a real hospital. He shouldn't be hanging out in this place. This dump. All right. Urinary tract infection. Gross. $600 to find that out, huh? She's got some antibiotics and painkillers being assigned to her. Noticeable fever, unusual back pain. All right. Manny says he's got gut worms. Good one. Nafal says being sick while managing a hospital is ironic. Yeah. Well, a space encounter says he's worried I've been coughing a bit. I think it's more clearing my throat. I'm trying not to cough. Although I did make a. Oh, I forgot all about that. Oh boy, I made a very embarrassing noise in one of my videos yesterday, and I meant to go and see if I could try to edit that sound out, and I did not. Oh, yikes. I apologize to anybody who watches. I don't remember which video it is, but 20 minutes in, I burp pretty loudly right into the microphone. So, ugh. Shame on me. I am a bad YouTuber. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's right. We need to get that, let's get that general ward set up. So that means I'm going to expand our hallway a little more. Where are we at on time? It's 9:30. Okay, so we're halfway there. Actually, I think what I want to do is maybe expand the hallway to go like this. Oh, well, immediately gave it some flooring. That was nice. Speed that up a little bit. And we're going to clear these walls out. Might have done that a little too early. Yeah, we got to finish this room before I can assign it. There we go. Hallway. Waiting room. Very good. All right. Space Encounters remembers me being less than professional in my YouTube video. I try, but sometimes if I have to drink a bunch of water and I forget that I'm recording every word that I say, sometimes something goes wrong. So these general wards actually take up quite a bit of space. I'm still going to start with one that's fairly small, but we are going to, we'll put a couple of beds in here. Not really sure what comes next. Nefal says they have cyber disease where a pathogen transfers via mic in the far future. Manny says, I don't know about that, but I've watched some videos and read comments that literally gave me cancer. That's a good one. Yeah. You should check out some of the comments I get sometimes on Reddit too. Not in the RimWorld subreddit. People are pretty nice there, but there's some real trolls in the Portland subreddit. Slight bruising. You go to the doctor for slight bruising? These guys must be wait a minute, but they're having to pay for their treatment. So I was going to say it must be single payer healthcare, but not if they're having to pay $600 to go see a doctor. That definitely sounds like the American system. Awful stomach ache. Symptoms are getting worse. That's unfortunate. What's this guy's problem? boy, oh boy. Alright, there we go. Appendicitis. Now, didn't we, hasn't this guy been sitting here with his appendicitis for quite some time? He has to go back into the doctor for the doctor to tell him to go somewhere else. Nafal is from Indonesia. Wow, exciting. I'd love to visit Asia or Southeast Asia, or really anywhere in Asia, to be honest. I wouldn't really care where. I told a story the other day about how I almost went to Japan. That was a real interesting story. Alright, so let's put this hospital bed here, and we'll put another one down here. Can I fit 3 in here? Wow, I actually could if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. We'll just go with 2. So, Indonesia, it must be like 1 in the morning for you or something? Yep, that's right. It's time zone talk. The best part of every live stream, talking about what everybody's time zone is. I'm your host, Sean. Alright, General Ward. There you go. Great. Mission accomplished. $12,000 for that. Now, laboratory. Well, we've already got one of those. Now, I love how building a waiting room, which costs like $800, we get a $17,000 reward. We build a laboratory where one of the machines alone costs $5,000. We get a $4,000 reward. Womb service. Uh-oh. Sonography. Pretty good money for that, building that sonogram machine, though. It is midnight in Indonesia. Well, that's pretty close to 1 in the morning. That's like right next door to 1 in the morning. We're going to put a door there. Scaville is from Austria. Wow, Austria. I love Austria. So beautiful. That's where Manny is from. Do you guys know each other? You guys maybe live next door? I'm just kidding. It's a giant country. There's no way I'd expect you guys to know each other. But yeah, Austria is beautiful. From what I understand. I've never been there, but I've seen pictures. Vienna looks like an amazing city, but I bet you there's a lot of really interesting things to see on out in the countryside, like outside of Vienna. I'm sure all the tourists just go to Vienna and never see any more of Austria, but I bet you there's a lot of great stuff in that country. Scaville says we have 30 plus degrees these days. That's pretty warm. I assume you're talking in Celsius, of course. Sameh Nase, sorry buddy. Sameh says, greetings from Palestine. Wow, Palestine. I think you're the first person I've seen that reported in from there. That's exciting. Hello, thank you for joining us. I don't really have anything clever to say about Palestine. That's you live in a dangerous part of the world, and I don't want to make any fun. Alright, we need a desk, an office chair, an examination bed, and an ultrasound machine. Well, I can do that. Furniture, desk, office chair. I might not have made this room large enough. Examination bed. Ultrasound machine. Oh, okay. Well, that ultrasound machine is actually pretty small. Good. Seems like I'd probably want to have that next to the examination bed, though. So let's do it this way. There we go. Nafal says he might visit Singapore next week. Well, that would be interesting. That is a crazy huge city, and looks like a really interesting place to visit. Pretty strict with their laws, though. I'd be a little scared of going there. Like, I don't want to get... I'd be worried that I would get arrested for spitting on the sidewalk or something like that. Or, you know, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it seems like they're pretty strict with their laws. That's what I'm trying to say here. Alright, we've got that sonogram room going. Boom, finished. Kickstart my heart. Well, that sounds scary. Electrocardiography. Oh, it's hot. Electrocardiography, so we need an EKG machine, huh? But we've got plenty of money. $50,000 almost. Do we need... how's our capacity holding up? We could have a bunch more patients, but I feel like I'd need more doctors if I wanted more patients. Does this... I don't know whether I need a doctor or a nurse to operate the sonogram machine. Can I find out? Or the ultrasound, I guess. Can I find out through here? Nope. But I can search. And apparently not find out. Oh, weird. Requires a sonography room. Alright, so I don't know whether that requires a doctor or a nurse. That's okay, though. We've got money and we have room, so let's continue expanding here. I think I'm going to put in just another general office. Office/exam room. Is that? No, that's 4x4. Okay, good. Right there. And I'm going to put in a... I'll put the EKG in there. And we'll expand that out like this. Nafal says the sign in Singapore did say that, but the enforcement is not that tight. I think he's talking about spitting on the sidewalk. But if you're used to being tidy, I think there'll be no problem. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I do have a bad habit of spitting. Sometimes, not like I spit in the gutter, but still, I do sometimes spit out in public, which is disgusting, and I'm really trying to work on it. But I have these allergies, so I've always got a lot of phlegm and stuff in there. Nafal says my countrymen aren't famous for being tidy though, but not me. Okay, I abide by the rules. I'm pretty good about following the rules too. I break some rules sometimes though. Well, you guys, I woke up and I was in a really bad mood. I wasn't feeling good. I had a headache. I didn't sleep very well last night. And I feel so much better now. So thanks all of you guys for being here, enjoying this stream, chatting with me. Really brightened my day up so far. Glad to hear it. I think I can... I'm gonna go ahead and sell these walls here because we're gonna need to have that space opened up to get these doors in, like there and there, and then we'll get the rest of this stuff finished off. I'll be able to hire another doctor, hire another nurse, get that EKG room going. And there we go. Rooms are complete. Almost. I spoke just one little bit too soon. This guy's really taking his time finishing off this wall. What's going on, buddy? Oh, you're just standing there. It's not you that's taking this time to finish off the wall. Space Encounter says you stay up to watch the stream. That's really great. Yeah, it sure is. I missed that part. That is pretty amazing. Staying up to watch me play. I wouldn't do that. I barely stay up to watch myself. Wait a minute. Doesn't make any sense. I'm lucky if I can watch stream even in the middle of the day. What am I trying to do here? I'm trying to assign this to be a hallway and a waiting room. Just like that. Great. I need to place some furniture in these rooms to make them into the kind of rooms that I want. So we need the standard, nope, not EKG machine. Although we do need an EKG machine. We'll put that in there. I need the standard medical cabinet. Examination bed. I'm guessing that I'm going to need one of those in there too. And a desk. A office chair. And a standard chair. Alright, there's the doctor's office. We can get another doctor in here. What do we need for our EKG room? We need desk, office chair, exam bed, EKG machine. Hey, I told you we'd need that examination bed. So now all we need is a desk and an office chair. Great. Alright. Couple more beautiful rooms. Did I say Nafal said be grateful of our presence? Just kidding. Well, I am grateful of your presence. Not kidding. You guys are pretty great. Nafal says, I came here right after somebody ended their Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy early because Rage quit. I guess platformer games aren't made for everyone. Well, I agree. I'm not very much for platformer games. Although I have thought about maybe trying to do one on my channel. Like, I have Mark of the Ninja, I think is what it's called. Kind of old, though. Alright, EKG. Boom. Office exam room. Boom. Great. Let's hire another doctor. I think we probably... Oh, well, I was gonna say we're probably ready for a surgeon, but I guess not. The game says we're not. Let's go ahead and hire Dr. White here. And let's get ourselves another nurse. So, do I need a radiographer? I'm not really sure what that is. We could probably use 2 nurses. I like this one. I'm going to hire her. And I'll go ahead and hire this radiographer as well. There we go. Great. Lots of nurses. Space Encounters is trying to do some sort of, like, maybe embolden his text or something. But Asterisk says don't do that. Let's increase our capacity to 7. Oh boy, that guy's throwing up. So that was unpleasant. Not many people using our sonogram room here. Check in on some of these patients. This guy, running up quite a bill. Physical exam, has gotten acne. He's been diagnosed with acne. And he's been prescribed antibiotics. Okay. What about this guy? Hideous abdomen pain, terrible nausea, burdensome vomiting. Boy, oh boy. Those sound serious. Pigawar says they read x-rays. I'm not really sure what the context of that is. Maybe that's how he figured out that that guy had acne. Wow, Caleb here has actually been hospitalized. So, I don't know what comes next there. But he's got a physical exam and an ultrasound scheduled. No treatment scheduled. I should prescribe him morphine just for just to like totally destroy his life. Look at that reputation we have though, 463. Probably because we're so safe and doing all of our exams. We want to get all of our stuff done right the first time. Now, here's somebody getting a EKG. Oh, this patient is also hospitalized. Victoria Davis. Blood analysis, EKG, physical exam, appendicitis. Like if they have appendicitis, shouldn't we send them off to the hospital? There, you know, off to the facility that can actually treat them. We can't treat appendicitis. Let's take a look at what our next mission is here. Got that EKG machine. Boom. This show is blood and gore. To perform surgeries, your hospital needs an operation theater. Yikes. We are getting into serious serious stuff here. Kind of like to have my operation theater near my general ward. I guess I could put it down the hall over here. What are we going to need for an operation theater? We will need vitals monitor, operation bed, and a sink. Well, that's pretty easy. Space Encounter says, is it bad if I don't know what hospitalized means? I guess, I mean, if English is not your first language, it's not really that bad. It just means to have been put into the hospital. So, this patient who is told that they have to sleep in a bed in the hospital has been hospitalized. So it's more serious. Like that, you know, in real life terms, I think that would typically mean that they are staying the night in the hospital, and they can't leave until the doctors, you know, treat them properly or whatever. All right, let's expand this out. We're going to put in that operating room. I guess I need to clear out some more trees and stuff. That should do it. So I need to clear out the trees over here too. There we go, great. Space Encounter says English is definitely not my first language. Well, unfortunately, English is my only language, so if you know more than one, you are doing far better than me. So congratulations. I've studied several languages. I can speak a tiny bit of Japanese and a tiny bit of French, and even smaller amount of Spanish, but not enough to do more than basically insult people who actually speak those languages, except for the Japanese. I'm pretty good with my Japanese, although I don't really know the words, but I can pronounce it properly and all that stuff. Space Encounter says, oh no, I just noticed the time. Yep, it is 9:51. So time is running short for this stream. I think I'm going to go a little long today. I'm not going to wrap up quite at 10 o'clock, but I'm not going to go too long today because I do need to do some things. And yeah, I need to, yeah, I just got to do some things. I don't know why. I could have swore I had indicated that that needs to be sold, but I'll indicate it again. Insult is the best starter to learn other languages. You're probably right. I do remember some French insults and some French swear words. They were fun to say. I need to put a door in here, like that. And I need to assign that hallway. Slow down, game, slow down. We're going to assign this to be a hallway and a waiting room, like that. No, let's try it again. There we go. Waiting room, hallway. Great. And this will be our surgery room. Space Encounter says I'm 8 hours ahead of America. Well, we have 4 time zones here, so I'm not sure what part of America. Here on the West Coast, we're 3 hours behind the rest of America. That's what it feels like. Seems like everything relies on. Oh, let's send one of our doctors out to this task. All right. But yeah, it seems like being on the West Coast. So you're 8 hours ahead of the Pacific Coast. So you're 5 hours. So you must be a GMT or CET. Is that the politically correct word for it? But either way. All right. What were we doing here? I'm just gonna do operation bed. That's very expensive. And a vitals monitor. And a sink. And we need to hire a doctor that can do surgery. Close that. 36 doesn't seem very good. This guy's more disciplined, better overall. I'm gonna hire him. I know he's even worse at surgery, but Pig of War made one of my favorite jokes. What's the winning lotto numbers? I'll split it with you because Space Encounters is 8 hours ahead in time. Always a good joke. Nafal says he taught himself more English, or he learns more English by reading and watching movies rather than actually learning in school. That makes sense. Well, wait a minute. Why are all my doctors just chilling? Oh, prick test. That doesn't sound good. Doctors. Oh, are we having to wait on all the lab work? Do I need more nurses? I think I need more nurses. Let's get another pharmacist. Let's get another librarian. Alright, we're going to close that down. Nafal says what's better is to watch movies in one language and have the subtitles in another so you can learn 2 languages at the same time. That is crazy, man. I am jealous of your capacity to learn. Wow. They think we could handle 16 patients at a time right now. You are very optimistic, game. Alright, we are going to assign this as an operating theater. Well, or not. Medical cabinet. Alright. Now what? Oh, I just need to get it actually installed. There we go. Boom, operating theater. Mission accomplished. Finish. Now, oh, radiography. Wow. So I need X-ray, CT scan, and an MRI. Got it. All right, here. Corey says, sorry I'm late. My Wi-Fi was broken for the last hour. Space Encounter says, Corey, bad news. Stream's about to end. I'm going to go a little long today. I'll probably go for another half hour. So here we need X-ray scanner, desk, office chair, MRI, desk, office chair, CT scanner, desk, office chair. Great. Okay, well I can do that. See how large these things are. CT scanner, pretty big. X-ray scanner, normal size. MRI scanner, normal size. All right. Let's go to structure. Now, I'm just going to put another hallway in here. It's a pretty wide hallway. How about I do it like this? That's a pretty narrow hallway. Alright. Maybe I do have it set to the right one. 2. There we go. That'll do. And then I'll put this room here. Like that. Great. And, yeah, I need to get rid of this tree. I need to get rid of that bush. Alexander, hello Alexander. Thanks for coming in. Nafal says those are some expensive machines. Oh, I didn't even look at that, but I bet you're right. Holy crap, $85,000. $235,000. Oh. Well, we're not going to be able to build that lab. We get a $20,000 reward for that. Yikes. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to be on hold with that for a little while. Corey says RimWorld and Hospitalize just came out. Yep, City Skylines too. All 3 of them. They're I upload them at night, and then they come out in the morning at 10 o'clock. I got them scheduled. Oh, right. So somebody's doing surgery here. What are we surgerying? I guess we could click on the patient. It would tell us. Oh, crap. He had a heart attack. Okay, wait a minute. I want to follow the story of this guy. So he comes in, vomiting, nausea, and anxiety. Comes in at about 7 o'clock. So at 10 o'clock, blood analysis indicates a heart attack. That seems unlikely. 3 hours later, an EKG indicates a heart attack. I like how the blood analysis says he's having a heart attack. And we're like, well, let's wait a few hours and do an EKG. And then he takes a urinalysis 4 hours after that. And that's inconclusive. Well, I don't think your urinalysis is really going to talk about your heart attack, but you know, you're the doctor. Patient's symptoms are getting worse. Patient has been diagnosed with a heart attack. So about 12 hours after getting to the hospital, the doctor finally says, yeah, you had a heart attack. And we schedule a balloon angioplasty pretty much immediately, so that's good. So at least that happened quickly. But maybe not the best speedy treatment for this guy and his heart attack. Oh, we have 2 contracts? Well, what's the other one? Oh, it's sitting in our thingy. Radiographer needed. I think I probably have a spare nurse that I could do that. Oh, for 1 hour, of course. Alright, let's assign... Wait a minute. Did I miss out on the... That's weird. Alright, well, I don't know what happened there. Joel says, hey, I came a little late. Did I miss a lot? Yeah, you missed all of this. Whatever that means to you, that's how much you missed. But yeah, we've been playing for an hour. But we do have another 30 minutes, as Space Encounter says. And, of course, the stream will be available. Space Encounter says, I've gone crazy. 3 new vids and 1 live stream. Yeah. Today I did, and I'm actually probably going to have 3 videos tomorrow, too. We'll see what happens. Oh, I never did assign this room. But with these new games coming out, or it's not so much new games, but I've been given a couple of review keys by developers who would like me to play their games. And, you know, I'm always excited to do that. The games look pretty fun. I requested the thing. It's not like they contacted me. So you know, I'm happy to have the opportunity to do that. So I figure if they want me to play their games, I shouldn't waste time. I want to get right into it. Corey says this game is a bit like RimWorld with controlling the little sim people. Yeah, in the sense that you don't, like, you kind of give them their jobs and stuff, and then they go off and do their own thing. So I can control them to a certain extent. I am allowed to, but mostly everybody's doing their own thing. I'm gonna put some doors in here. Structure, door. There we go. I'll put one there. Well, I'm trying to look at the patient. I guess I can look at the patient here. Alright, oh, Andrew had a stroke. That's too bad. Now see that, that hits home. So, huh. A condition? No. I'd like to find out who these patients are that are hospitalized. Oh, there we go. Lily Scott. Lily Scott, hospitalized. I can't find out any more information about it. A lot of people have bad opinions about my hospital. I don't like that. And Alexander says, take a look at Judgment Apocalypse. Yeah, I've taken a look at that. I've requested a key for that, and they have told me that they're not giving out keys. So, it doesn't look quite done enough for me to want to spend money on it. But it is on my wish list. It's been on my wish list for a while, actually. I talked to him about it several months ago. Maybe I'll send him a little reminder thing and ask. But, yeah. I don't like buying games that I don't know anything about. And there's not really enough information out there for me to feel comfortable buying Judgment Apocalypse at this point. Joel says urinary tract infection sounds like a bad time. Yeah, pretty easy to fix though, just some antibiotics. Actually, my mom developed a urinary tract infection just recently while she was, you know, as she's at the hospital. It's from what the doctor was saying, it's pretty common for people in the hospital to develop a UTI because they have other problems that happen while they're there, you know. Corey asked what website I use for the keys. One of them is like key provider or something like that. Keymania. I don't know. But usually I just directly email the developer and ask them. But, you know, Corey, if you have suggestions on places that I should be using to get keys, I'm more than happy to hear them. I feel like I need more staff. I think I'm probably going to I'm going to pick up another doctor here. Oh, I've only got the one available, huh? I would like a doctor with surgery skills. My nurse options are a little limited as well. Maybe I'll let it run for a little bit. I like how I had my hospital beds were completely full and we had a bunch of people waiting around. Now the hospital beds are empty and there's like nobody waiting around. But the good news is we're treating treating all these people. And we've got a doctor sitting in the staff room. Come on, doctor. Corey says, I like the music, but it's a tiny bit too slow. You missed the part where it was really exciting. And it sounded like a war was going to break out anytime soon. Alright. We're going to indicate this is to be a hallway. Great. Space Encounters is hoping that a UFO will appear in City Skylines. It's something that used to happen in SimCity. SimCity 4. I think UFO invasion, maybe SimCity 3. Maybe you have to go all the way back to SimCity 2. I don't know, but I know it was a thing. That was one of my favorite disasters in that game. Wow, we are making some good money here. Holy mackerel, when did that happen? Does that mean we can buy one of these high-end machines? We could buy an X-ray scanner. Oh, move it, cleaning lady. Alright, how about I rotate? Oh, I see. It wasn't the cleaning lady, it's the fact that this takes up a lot of squares. Weird. That is a big machine. Alright, what else do we need for the X-ray room? Desk and an office chair. Well, they're pretty easy. Alright. Furniture, desk, office chair. Very good. Space Encounter says it still does the UFOs in the latest SimCity. Okay. I haven't played that. I played that on release. I remember, boy oh boy, if anybody else played SimCity on release, you'll remember how messed up those servers were. That was such a disaster. I thought the game was okay. Like I didn't think it was as bad as everybody talked about. Like everybody talked about what a disaster it was. I thought it was all right. But the launch was, the launch was a disaster. No question about that. What a mess. All right, so I could use. They want me to spare a doctor for them. I will do that. Can't spare a doctor that's any good at surgery. Who's this guy up here doing this surgery? That's Gavin Gray. So I'm going to spare Dr. White because he's not very good at surgery, and that'll train him up a little bit. And I'm going to see if I can hire another doctor. There we go. Somebody who's good at surgery too. Gotcha. I didn't even look at the rest of your skills. I saw you had a little bit of thing. Joel asked, do you start with something like 10K or 20K? If you're talking about money in this game, I think you start with 35,000. And I spent most of the 35,000 building like this area right here. And then I made a bunch of money off of quests and stuff. And now those quests are all completed. And now I'm not really making... we're still making money pretty quickly, though, I feel like. You know, surgery is probably pretty expensive for the patient. He's already up to $3,000. And he hasn't even had his surgery hasn't even been completed yet. I'm sure when he completes the surgery, it's going to be very expensive. Does it tell me in here how expensive it is? Nope, it doesn't. Oh, look at that. We are almost done, though. Space Encounter says it's amazing. And many beat me to the joke. Space Encounter says it's amazing that one person can carry an X-ray machine by themselves. Many says it's like pawns that can carry thrombozo elephants, but more impressive. I don't know, a mechanoid? I bet you carrying that mechanoid, that centipede, is about the equivalent of carrying an X-ray machine. Scythers look like they're maybe more human-sized, but centipedes look like they're about the size of a small bus. Alright. Oh, no. Yeah, there's the patient. Alright, so that surgery wasn't actually that expensive. Like $900 or something, I guess? Will it tell me if I... it will, it'll tell me, don't worry. Surgery, balloon angioplasty. Service cost $33,000. Oh, there we go, right there. He just... Yeah, okay. Well, there's where our money is coming from. Boy, oh boy, surgery. That is ka-ching. Poor patient, though. Got Evelyn Cox here, brand new patient, just showing up. Doesn't know what's wrong. Noticeable fever, notable back pain, annoying, painful urination. That doesn't sound good. Poor lady. Oh, more surgery. Boy, we're just burning through the surgery. Dr. Gray. Hopefully we can level up that surgery skill a little bit. Would be kind of nice. Nafal says, help my country be quick at those doctors. Hey, they're on their way. They're doing the best they can. Look at that reputation, though. We have a very good reputation, I assume. I don't know what the scale is. But our reputation was like 80 when we started, so... Jonas Zero. Hello, Jonas. Thank you for joining. Getting pretty close to the end of the stream. Sorry to disappoint. But I still appreciate you stopping in and saying hi. Enjoy the last 15 minutes or so that we're going to be streaming today. Having a lot of fun with this game. I hope all the rest of you guys are having fun too. Jonas says, good morning. Well, it's 10 in the morning for me. I know it's probably not morning for the rest of you, but still morning for me. I've only been up like 2 hours. Corey says, I really want to watch the other vids. Well, you can. I don't mind. I mean, I appreciate you watching this, but if you want to watch the videos that are newly uploaded, I don't blame you. Corey says it's a little past noon for him. So that sounds like Central Time to me. Maybe Ohio? Chicago? Oh, I love Chicago. Boy, oh boy. I traveled there last year. So much fun. What a great city. All right. Some good rewards for that doctor. I like it. Oh, look at that. $75,000 now. We really got to keep doing that surgery. Space Encounters, 6:17 p.m. That's because he's at GMT. Oh. Welcome to another episode of What's Your Time Zone? The famous time zone podcast here on Vanilla PC Strategy. Ah, look at that. Corey. I guessed Corey's location on the second guess. He is in Chicago. Well, I really enjoy your pizza. But I'll be honest, my favorite food that I ate there in Chicago was going to Shake Shack, because we don't have Shake Shacks out here on the West Coast. And wow, their burgers are so good. I also enjoyed... what else did I like? I like the waterfront, like walking along the waterfront. I took some really amazing photos. But the downtown area is really neat. Lots of big buildings. Yeah, Chicago's a pretty great town. Really had a good time there. People were real nice. Lake Michigan. It's really cold though. I went there in the middle of May. Ooh, it was so cold. I was really surprised. Alright, got some cleaning, got some people hanging around in the break room. This would be kind of slow times for our hospital here. Do I need, maybe I should increase my patient capacity a little bit. Let's go up to 9. It says a max capacity of 23. Blah, scary. Can't afford that. That would be a lot of people sitting around waiting. We had 23. Oh, you know what I could do is put some more chairs in here, though. There we go. Zoom in a little bit. There we go. And I'm actually going to put a coffee machine in there, too. Like that. Very nice. Don't really see, I don't really put many people going sideways. I guess we have one going sideways there, but oh, hospitalized, dun dun dun. Well, if you're hospitalized, why aren't you sitting in one of these beds? Alexander says his time zone is in Eastern Europe, so sometimes I publish videos at a surprising time. Yeah, if you're in Eastern Europe, it must be really late for you, like 1 in the morning. You stay up so late to watch these. It's very flattering. Thank you so much. It's good to know that you guys find me that interesting. Even I don't find myself that interesting. So I'm glad you guys do. Need to move some of this stuff out of the way. We will expand that break room. Too many employees. Now, I have too many employees standing around, honestly, so I probably shouldn't be expanding the break room. I should probably be finding more work for them to do. Now, wait a minute. She's saying that she cannot find a path to where she's going. Wow, several people can't find a path to where they're going. What, your analysis. How can you not find a path? Oh, I only have the one. Do I only have the one lab? Well, I need more than one lab. Let's fix that. Blood analyzer? That's what we use for a lab, right? And an examination bed. And a medical locker. There we go. Another lab. Corey says Sean is the only channel he has on notifications. Well, that's nice, thanks. And Nafal says it's amazing the busiest part of my hospital is the break room. I agree. There's something wrong there. Why do I have all these patients sitting around, but all of my doctors are sitting in the hospital? And I think it's because I don't have enough labs to do all the lab work that needs to be done. So we're going to get a lab set up here. As soon as the construction worker brings that chair in. There we go. Let's assign this room as a laboratory. And that'll allow some of these nurses and probably help us push some more patients through. Or not. Well, we've still got 4 nurses standing around in the... So, what's this guy waiting for? Blood analysis. Alright. And this guy? Blood analysis. So, why aren't we using that? Oh, there we go. Good. She is using it. Very nice. Let's go ahead and expand that out. I think I might actually need to put in another laboratory as well. So I think I'm going to leave this open so we can extend that hallway that way if we want to. But let's put another lab in right here. Space encounters, I see you're not sure what you're, I mean, I'm sure you're trying to make a joke or something. I don't get it. Sean said they're sitting in a hospital. I don't remember that, but I don't listen to anything I say, to be honest. You can see when it zooms in and out like that, that's because I'm going over to the chat, like trying to look back to see if I can figure out what you guys are talking about. Alright, hospital beds. One of our patients should have been hospitalized if there's no spare bed. We should consider more beds for our patients. Okay, thanks for the heads up. Let's set up another room up here. Alright, let's try it again. There we go. That, okay. Oh, it's because all those bushes and stuff, huh? Out of my way, bushes and trees. There we go, good. Good, good, good. I guess I need to put a door in there. I'm going to need to have a door in there, so I may as well put it in there now. Oh, I guess I didn't oh shit! That guy is trapped. Oh, look at that! I selected the proper walls to be deconstructed. Oh. I like how once I set them to being sold, that anybody can just walk right through them. Corey says if you don't have a bed, cut them open on the newly colored floor. Yeah. Alright. We are going to assign this as a staff room. Great. I need to put in more chairs. There we go. And up here, this is going to be another lab. So we need a desk, office chair, locker, blood analyzer, and bed. There we go. All right. Joel says, I have to go again, but it was nice for a little while. Thank you. See you some other time. Well, thanks, Joel. Thanks for watching. Hope you had fun. Well, it sounds like you had fun. You just said you did. So, thank you. Yep, and it is getting close to time to finish. Oh my gosh, it really is getting close to time to finish. Only about 5 more minutes. I don't want to stop. I'm having too much fun. But I gotta stop. Because first off, I'm done. I finished my coffee, and I need to go get more coffee. I have another cup of coffee that's sitting in the kitchen, but I can't reach the kitchen while I'm streaming. I'm not gonna like take my headset off and set it down, go walk into the kitchen. And my cat certainly won't bring it to me. Stupid cat. He's not even, it's too hot for poor kitty. He's just trying to cool down. He's in the kitchen, but he's not gonna bring me that coffee. All right, this was a very exciting little side story, by the way. That's our new laboratory. Beautiful. Oh, I like the X-ray machine. Showed a little fake X-ray and everything. That was cool. We are accumulating some cash, which is nice. How many doctors do we have? 5. Well, that's plenty. 2 of them are reasonably good surgeons. 1 of them, not so much so, but he's learning. I don't really want him practicing to become a better surgeon. I don't know if I can stop him. Nafal says he was about to say, order the cat to do my bidding. If only I could be in really good shape. Corey says, Europeans, it is 2 o'clock, time to go to sleep. Can't watch. I don't know, I was up till 3 last night. 3:30 in the morning, actually. I couldn't get to sleep, unfortunately. I still had to get up in time to do this stream. I almost canceled it, but I was like, I can't cancel my stream. I've got so many people that are excited to watch me play. And I'm glad I didn't, because I'm having a lot of fun playing. And this was going to be another hospital ward, right? So we got medical, hospital bed. Now, would it allow me to do that? Because it looks like I need to be able to have... They probably just didn't be able to examine both of those. No, I'm not sure I want to exit the game. Wouldn't be able to examine both of those at once or something like that. Sir Deanne Kravik says he loves it, I guess. You know what I mean. Hello, Sir Deanne. Sorry to break your heart, but I'm going to end this episode in like 1 minute. So you came in at the very end of the stream, unfortunately. But I do really appreciate you showing up. And of course the stream will be available for you to watch in a few minutes as it gets auto-posted to YouTube. Yeah. Now Fall says, give them some screens between the beds for more privacy. Yeah, unfortunately there doesn't really anything... Oh, look at that. There is something like that. Never mind. Ah, but I need room for people to be able to stand. Duh, why do you keep trying to get me to exit the game? Alright. Wait a minute. I was gonna say, please let me put those into storage. For some reason it hasn't... Why won't it let me store this one? Is there a patient assigned to it or something? That's weird. There we go, storage. Alright guys, I'm going to get these hospital beds figured out here, and then we are going to wrap up the stream for the day. So, thank you so much everybody for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I hope you've had fun. You know what? I had fun. That's what counts the most as far as I'm concerned. As long as I had fun, the rest of it is all pretty easy. So yeah, I hope you had a good time as well, and I hope you will tune in for the next episode. Or wait a minute, tune in for the streaming? No, gosh, what is wrong with me? Oh boy. I hope you will tune in and watch more. How's that sound? Just stick with a very generic greeting thing there. I'm not really going to be able to put a screen in here effectively, but I rearranged the beds, so that's nice. So yeah, guys. Nafal says put the bed right next to the wall so I have more room. I can't do that unfortunately because there needs to be able to, people need to be able to stand on all three sides of the bed. If you see when I go to place the bed, see how there's those little people icons there? That means that I can't place the bed next to the wall because somebody needs to be able to stand there. So I always have to be able to have someone able to stand there, or else people won't be able to use the bed. So yeah, I hope you guys have had fun. I definitely had fun, and there will be more of this. Of course, there will be Let's Play episodes. There's already one available right now, and I'm going to save this stream. As a matter of fact, I will save it right now. We're going to call it... Did I already set up one for the stream? I'm going to call it stream right there. Save. Yes. Alright. And, yeah, there we go. Thank you for watching, everybody. I will see you next time. Bye.